This message is entitled Hoodoo Spirituality, the missing link between scripture, ancestry, and real power. Peace and power to everybody watching. Today I'm teaching something that has been hidden, suppressed, mislabeled, and misunderstood for generations. I'm teaching why Hoodoo spirituality is not only relevant, it is necessary. Not superstition, not witchcraft, not rebellion, but the original African American covenant system that kept our people alive when the world tried to erase us. What hoodoo really is. Let me start here. Hoodoo is not a religion. Hoodoo is a spirituality, a way of walking with God, with your ancestors, and with the land. It is the survival technology of a people who had everything taken from them except their memory, their hands, and their God. Hoodoo is scripture lived out in real time. Hoodoo is the book of Psalms in the mouth of a people who were not allowed to read. Hoodoo is Exodus in the hands of a people who were not allowed to be free. Hoodoo is the covenant of Deuteronomy, practiced by people who had no legal protection. Hoodoo is the proof that God never abandoned us. Why hoodoo is biblical? Let me show you something. When you read the Bible without religious filters, you see hoodoo everywhere. Moses threw a tree into bitter water. That's hoodoo. Elijah uses salt to heal a city. That's hoodoo. Jesus spits on the ground and makes clay. That's hoodoo. The prophets use oil, herbs, ashes, water, fire, and spoken words. That's hoodoo. The Bible is full of people using the natural world, the spoken word, and divine instruction to shift reality. That is the definition of hoodoo. Why hoodoo was suppressed? Now let me tell you why hoodoo was demonized. Because of people who know how to pray, how to heal, how to protect, how to discern, and how to call on God without permission cannot be controlled. Hoodoo was never the enemy of God. Hoodoo was the enemy of oppression. So the system had to rename it, shame it, and hide it. Because if you disconnected people from their spiritual technology, you disconnect them from their power. Why hoodoo is relevant today. Now let's talk about today. We live in a world full of religion, but empty of power. Full of churches, but empty of transformation. Full of noise, but empty of wisdom. People are hungry for something real, something rooted, something that works. Hoodoo is relevant because it reconnects you to your identity, your ancestors, your land, your purpose, your spiritual authority, and your God. Hoodoo teaches you how to pray with intention, how to use what God already created, how to hear divine instruction, how to walk in covenant, how to protect your home, your mind, and your family. Hoodoo is not outdated, it is overdue. Hoodoo and scripture alignment. Let me anchor this in scripture so you see the pattern clearly. Deuteronomy 30 says, choose life. Hoodoo teaches you how to choose it. Ecclesiastes 38 says, herbs and physicians come from the Lord. Hoodoo teaches you how to use them. Exodus 15 shows healing through a tree. Hoodoo understands the power of creation. Psalm 1 compares a righteous person to a tree. Hoodoo teaches you how to become one. Ezekiel 47 speaks of leaves for healing. Hoodoo never forgot that. Luke 8 says the seed is the word. Hoodoo teaches you how to plant it. Revelation 22 shows the tree of life. Hoodoo teaches you how to align with it. Everywhere you look, the Bible is speaking the language of hoodoo. It's just that religion trains you not to hear it. The call to remember. So here is my message to you today. Hoodoo is not something new. It is something remembered. It is the spirituality of a people who refuse to die. It is the covenant of a people who refuse to forget God. It is the wisdom of a people who refuse to surrender their identity. Hoodoo is relevant because you are relevant. Your lineage is relevant. Your story is relevant. Your survival is relevant. And the same God who walked with your ancestors is walking with you right now. So the closing word, if you are watching this, you are part of the remnant, the ones who feel the pull to return to what is real, not religion, not performance, not fear, but power, wisdom, and alignment. This is hoodoo. This is scripture. This is identity. This is covenant. And this is your inheritance. Peace and power to you.